Bit of a change of scene today, not reviewing a beer. Not that I'm qualified to review beers at all. I drink like anybody else, and occasionally I like to share my experiences with a drop of beer or wine with other people. But today I'd like to share something about my other passion, which is photography. And specifically, I want to give a bit of a review of this lens, which is a Sigma macro lens. It's a 180 millimeters f2.8 macro lens. It's an amazing piece of equipment. I've been into photography for probably the best part of 30 years and shot weddings, book covers, all sorts of things. Including some pretty well-known people, including Michael Jackson, David Duchovny, and politicians, other bullshit. And macro photography and animal photography are my forte, if you like. And macro photography is one thing that I really enjoy because it allows me to get into the world of the little creatures that a lot of us ignore or dislike in some instances. I was using the Canon, because I'm a Canon shooter, the 100mm f2.8 lens with its fancy image stabilization. And I took that lens on holiday with me last year, only to find out that for some reason the whole barrel of the lens inside had dislocated from the outside of the lens, and effectively the lens had broke. That was about a $1,000 lens, and I deemed it uneconomical to fix. So it left me with my beautiful, wonderful EP MPE 65 lens, which is the lens that allows you to magnify images 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times life size. So it's pretty much a microscope in front of your camera. It's a difficult lens to use, but I've used it successfully now when shooting small animals, insects, over the years, and it's a beautiful lens to use. But when my 100mm f2.8 lens gave up the ghost, I needed a replacement. So I went online, looked around, and I found this beauty for $850 from a man over in Homebush in Sydney. And as soon as I saw it, as soon as I looked at it, I loved it. Purchased it on the spot. It's an f2.8 millimeter, f2.8 lens, so it's very fast. It is a professional grade lens manufactured by Sigma and no longer continued. I don't know why. I suppose the 180mm lens focal length isn't that popular. A lot of people go for the smaller macro focal length lenses. Canon make an a 180mm lens, but my understanding is that it's only f3.5 is the maximum aperture, so it's not a great lens, and I don't know that it even has image stabilization. This is an f2.8 lens. This has image stabilization. This is a phenomenal lens, and for $850 it really is the lens that you want to shoot small animals with. Partnered with a full frame Canon camera, which it is in this case. It produces some stunning images. It really is a steal. I mean, to get it for $850, my understanding is that it would cost you probably $2,000 plus to buy this if you could new now. And because the person that I bought it from never really used it, it didn't suit their inclination in terms of photography. They didn't really use it, so I got it for $850, practically new. it's a phenomenal lens, and I just love using it because it's so versatile. You're able to shoot at macro capability with a good working distance between the subject and the front of the camera. But you're also able to shoot infinity, so you can be shooting that close to an insect and getting life-size magnification, and then at the switch of a button you can be shooting a bird or something in the distance. It's incredibly sharp. It's a wonderful lens, and it's beautifully built and engineered, and I really enjoy using this lens now, combined with my other lenses, the MPE 65 for the ultra magnification. It really has continued my foray into the world of macro. I don't usually shoot it with this flash though, because I use a ring flash on the front of the lens, of course. But I just wanted to share that. It's a beautiful lens, and at $850, it's a steal. It's in beautiful condition, absolutely beautiful condition. I love going out there and shooting with this because it really does create some wonderful images. So that's it. Bit of a change from the old beer reviews. And if you ever get a copy of this lens and you're into macro photography, buy it. It sort of beats the Canon lenses, the Canon macro lenses, hands down. And if you can get it for $850 or cheaper, you're on a winner there. So that's it. I shall now push the button and end this video and wish you all good shooting.